Hey everyone, it's Sam here from Sugar Spun Run, and today I'm showing you how to make white chocolate chip cookies. Today's white chocolate chip cookies are like an inside-out version of classic chocolate chip cookies. These are so good, especially if you love a good, soft chocolate cookie. Now, this recipe is really simple. There's no mixer required, and that's mostly because we're starting with melted butter. You're going to need 1 cup or 2 sticks of melted butter, and this should be unsalted butter. You'll want to melt it in your microwave and then let it cool for about 10 to 15 minutes before adding any other ingredients. If you add any sugar while this is still too hot, you can actually end up melting your sugar and you'll have a runny cookie dough in your hands. Now, my butter has already been cooling for about 15 minutes, so I can go ahead and add my sugars. We're going to start with 1 1/4 cups of tightly packed light brown sugar and just a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. Stir together your butter and your sugars until everything is completely combined. Now we can add our eggs. You're going to need 1 large egg plus 1 egg yolk, just the yolk for that second one. We're adding this extra yolk because it helps make the cookies tender and soft and chewy. We'll also stir in 1 1/2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. Now set your wet ingredients aside, and in a separate bowl you're going to need 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Add 1/2 cup of natural cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Now stir everything together until your dry ingredients are completely combined and your cocoa powder is really well integrated into the flour mixture. Now we'll gradually add our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients until the dough is completely combined. Now we can add our chocolate chips. You are going to need a total of 2 cups of white chocolate chips. Now only 1 1/2 cups is going to go into the batter now. We're going to reserve that other 1/2 cup for later on when they come out of the oven. We're going to press them on top of the cookies. I'll show you that in a bit. Now our cookie dough is going to need to chill in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes before we can bake it. So I'm just going to cover this with cling wrap and transfer it to the fridge. When your cookie dough has just about finished chilling, you can go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Once it's finished chilling, we can go ahead and scoop it and bake it. I'm using a 1 1/2 tablespoon size cookie scoop here. And for round, uniform looking cookies, I'm gonna go ahead and just roll the cookie dough between my palms so that it forms a nice uniform ball. These cookies are going to spread as they bake, so make sure you space them at least 2 inches apart. All right, we can transfer our cookies now to our 350 degree Fahrenheit preheated oven, where they will need to bake for about 10 to 11 minutes. Now, once your cookies have finished baking, remember how we reserved that 1/2 cup of white chocolate chips? Now we are going to take these, and within 1 minute of your cookies coming out of the oven, we're just gonna gently nestle a few chocolate chips on top. Now this step is optional. If you don't want to do this, you can just toss this 1/2 cup of white chocolate chips in with the rest of your dough and stir it in that way. But this really makes the white chocolate chips pop. It looks a lot better this way. And that is how you make white chocolate chip cookies from scratch. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe, and if you try this one out, please let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey, if you guys enjoyed today's white chocolate chip cookie video, I would really appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, if you enjoyed today's cookie recipe, here are a few others you might like as well.